Welcome everyone to this day of celebration. My name is Craig Kennedy, and I'm the 15th Dean of the College of Education. The college was founded in 1908 to bring teacher education to the state of Georgia. Since then, we have flourished, grown, and matured as a college. We currently have over 4,300 students and annually graduate 1,200 individuals who go on to careers in education, mental and physical health, and human services. I would like to begin today's convocation with an introduction of our platform party. I would ask that each individual rise when I introduce him or her to receive our appreciation and applause. First is Dr. Talmadge Guy, Associate Professor in the Department of Lifelong Education, Administration, and Policy. Dr. Guy will introduce our convocation speaker. Second is Dr. Tanya Harris Cornelius, Vice President of Learning and Organizational Development at ESPN and College of Education Distinguished Alumna. We are deeply honored today to have Dr. Cornelius serve as our convocation speaker. Finally, we have Dr. Ann Marcotte, Professor and Department Head of Communication Sciences and Special Education. Dr. Marcotte will read the names of our graduates. Now let me turn to my remarks. As Dean of the College of Education, it is my distinct pleasure to preside over today's convocation ceremony. Let me begin by extending my congratulations to everybody in the room. Congratulations. To our graduates, today is your day, and we applaud you all. Class of 2015. Graduates, your accomplishments we are celebrating today have been assisted by many people in your lives. Your parents, grandparents, siblings, partners, friends, and many others. Graduates, take a moment to stand and thank those who have helped you during your studies at UGA. There are 220 faculty members in the 9 departments of the College of Education who have taught and mentored you. I ask everyone present to thank our faculty members. We have 140 staff members in the College of Education. These individuals, often without your knowing, have been instrumental in helping you earn your degree. I ask you to thank the staff in the departments of Student Services, Information Technology, Library, and many other areas. This is a day of celebration for your passion for learning and for helping others. Convocation is a time-honored ritual that marks all that you have accomplished up to this point in your lives. Please make sure and enjoy the moments of this ceremony. It's something you'll remember for the rest of your lives. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Guy, Associate Professor in the Department of Lifelong Education, Administration, and Policy. After earning his doctoral degree in adult education from Northern Illinois University, Dr. Guy joined the University of Georgia faculty in 1993. Dr. Guy is a recipient of the Ian Martin Social Justice Award, the Kellogg's Foundation's Hoole Engaged Scholar Award, and the UGA President's Fulfilling the Dream Award. His research focuses on a historical analysis of the African American experience in adult education with a focus on the early 20th century. Dr. Guy, please come to the podium and introduce our convocation speaker.
Thank you, Dean Kennedy. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor and my pleasure to introduce our speaker of the occasion, Dr. Tanya Harris Cornelius. She is Vice President for Learning and Organizational Development at ESPN, where she serves as an integral member of the Senior Human Resources Leadership Team and is responsible for the global learning, talent management, and organizational development strategies for ESPN employees around the world. Tanya, as I know her, began her career as a teacher following her graduation from the University of Florida in 1985 with a degree in telecommunications. She later moved into the corporate arena, holding several managerial and executive positions in human resources, training, and organizational development. And while serving as Director of Executive Development and Organizational Effectiveness at the Turner Broadcasting System in Atlanta, she came to the University of Georgia to complete her master's degree in 2004, and in 2010, she completed her PhD degree in adult education with a concentration in human resources and organizational development. Dr. Cornelius lends her talents in support of a number of professional and civic organizations. She serves on several boards, including the Women in Leadership Institute, and volunteers her time to mentor high school students through the Hartford Consortium for Higher Education. She has been recognized as one of the most influential minorities in cable TV for the years 2012, 13, and 2014. And she's been named one of the most powerful and influential women leaders in Connecticut. In 2014, our own college recognized her with the Outstanding Professional Achievement Award. She is a mother of two, a daughter, India, who lives in the Atlanta area, and Tyrone, who lives in Miami. Please join me in welcoming our speaker for the occasion, Dr. Tanya Harris Cornelius.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Guy. And greetings and thank you to Dean Kennedy, the administrators, and faculty of this great college. I am honored to be here today. I, like you, have had the privilege of learning under some of the best educators in the profession right here in the College of Education. And I owe a great deal of my success to each of them. And now to you, the class of 2015. Congratulations. This is a major accomplishment, a major milestone in your lives. I hope that as you sit here today, you realize just how major this is. What achieving your degree says to the world about who you are. It says you're a winner. You are relentless. You know how to handle adversity, as I'm sure you encountered many obstacles along your way, and yet still keep your goal in sight. All that is within you has brought you to today. Now, when I was thinking about what I would say to you today, I had just 3 criteria. 1, be quick. 2, be memorable. And 3, be inspiring. And if 2 and 3 failed, just remember number 1. So, I promise to be brief, and I hope that what I share with you today, you will take at least one gold nugget, and it will inspire you along your journey. As I prepared for my talk today, I listened to a few past commencement speeches by some very notable leaders in our country, names you would all recognize. And I happened upon the speech given by the brilliant creative Steve Jobs in 2005 to the graduating class at Stanford University. His speech, now a decade old, provided me inspiration today. What resonated with me was how deeply personal and authentic his words were as he shared the experiences that shaped his life and his legacy. His speech reminded me of a quote by Soren Kierkegaard that states, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." I can attest to the fact that life can take its twists and turns, and in the moment can seem rather random and somewhat chaotic. However, when you look back, you will discover that your life is actually orchestrated beautifully to get you to the place of your highest calling. The universe does indeed conspire for your success. I was an undergrad at the University of Florida. Yes, I know, the University of Florida. I was studying to be the next great broadcaster. But you know, something happened at the end of those 4 years. It's called graduation. And frankly, I wasn't quite ready for my collegiate days to come to an end. But they did, and I had to quickly face my future. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, so I joined my girlfriend in Miami, and I accepted a teaching position in the heart of the inner city. This was contrary to everything I said I would do or be. For you see, although I find teaching a notable and commendable profession, my parents were educators. My grandparents were educators. And I said, I will never teach. But I did. And I discovered that I loved it. I loved igniting in others a passion for learning and for helping them achieve their greatest potential. Fast forward, after several years of teaching, I had this great idea that I wanted to revisit from my undergraduate days to become an attorney. So sure enough, I taught school during the day and attended law school in the evening, all while trying to mother 2 very young kids. Well, you can probably guess what happened. It didn't work. I stunk at law school and found that although I had an interest in the law, it didn't generate the same passion I felt when I was helping others learn. I left law school and I quit my teaching position. I took 6 months off just to figure out what I really wanted to do with my career. I had read something some time ago that nearly 50% of Americans go to work every day and hate what they do. I vowed I would never be that person. And as I reflected on what brought me joy, I knew that whatever I was going to do, it had to involve teaching. This was the second point made by Steve Jobs in that commencement speech. He said, "You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for your work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking," he said. "Don't settle." Parker Palmer, a renowned author, speaker, and activist on issues involving education, community leadership, and social change, wrote a book several years ago entitled, Let Your Life Speak. And in that book, he shared his own journey to finding his vocation. And he resolved, vocation does not mean a goal that I pursue. It means a calling that I hear. Before I can tell my life what I'm going to do with it, I must listen to my life telling me who I am. I must listen for the truths and the values at the heart of my own identity, not the standards by which I must live, but the standards by which I cannot help but live if I am living my own life. So listening to the voice of my vocation and speak to me, I answered, and I returned to teaching. This time, I decided to take my talents to corporate America. My career fast-tracked, and a few years later, I found myself working at Turner Broadcasting, responsible for learning and enabling the business to succeed by developing leaders. I felt the dots were connecting with my undergraduate degree in media and my passion for helping individuals, teams, and the organization grow. But it wasn't quite over. After 5 years, the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN, came calling. They sought me out, and now I have spent the last 6 years in what I believe is one of the most important jobs in the company, advising the president and his team, building leadership capacity in the organization, and ensuring ESPN has a ready and capable workforce to meet the changing needs of the business. And it was all because 30 years ago, I said yes to teaching. I share my story with you for this reason. As you move toward what's next in your own journey, may you remember these 3 things. First, success is inevitable when you pursue your passion. Listen for what brings you joy and move confidently in that direction. Second, trust the process and believe in yourself. The universe does indeed conspire for your success. You have everything within you to accomplish your calling. Don't settle for anything less. And lastly, please know the world has need of you. Such great, great need for you. Frederick Buckner asserts that vocation is the place where your deep gladness meets the world's deep need. When you find the intersection of your joy and the world's need, be it in America's classrooms, communities, nonprofits, government offices, corporate America, or on fields of play, consider that you will have found your own life and legacy. Go forward and let your life speak. God bless you, thank you, and go Dogs.
Thank you, Dr. Cornelius. And now, we have the privilege of recognizing those of you who will receive your degrees this semester from the College of Education. Some of you have earned bachelor's degrees, some have earned master's degrees, and others have earned specialist degrees. Many of you have qualified for initial teacher certification, qualified to apply for licensure in professional areas, or added another area of specialization in your professional credentials. Many of you have completed original research in the form of an undergraduate project, honors thesis, or master's thesis. Many of you have provided important service to the community through service learning activities. Many of you have accomplished this while maintaining grade point averages high enough to graduate cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. Some of you did this while working, while taking care of your children or parents, or while blazing your own trail as the first person in your family to attend college. All of you have worked very hard for this moment. That's why we call it earning a degree. We are very proud of all of you, and we are pleased to be able to recognize your work and your accomplishments here this afternoon. Normally, at this point, I'm supposed to say, please hold your applause until a later time. However, I've been doing this long enough to know that many of you will not do that. So instead, make all the noise you want when your loved one crosses the stage. Introducing our graduates today is Dr. Anne Marcotte, Professor and Department Head of Communication Sciences and Special Education. Dr. Marcotte, please come to the stage.
Our first graduates this afternoon are from the Department of Career and Information Studies, which includes programs in workforce education and in learning, design, and technology. This department prepares undergraduates to become career and technical education teachers, while those completing graduate degrees typically assume leadership positions within the instructional technology units of school systems, governments, businesses, or industry. This department also produces research that enables people to invent information systems, with emphases on creativity and innovation for today's careers and for careers of the future. So we begin this afternoon by recognizing one graduate who has earned the degree Specialist in Education in the area of learning, design, and technology. Donna Angelique Rudzer-Sykes. We are also very pleased to recognize several graduates who have earned master's degrees from the Department of Career and Information Sciences. Again, in either career and technical education or in learning, design, and technology. Julie Patton Sarter. Ying Xiao Quan. Ran Lin. And Mohammed Nazil Ikdami. Our next graduates have earned degrees from the Department of Communication Sciences and Special Education, which focuses on the needs of persons who can benefit from a range of approaches to teaching, learning, or communication. Whether they are continuing on to serve as early childhood special educators, to work as special education teachers, to complete graduate studies in speech-language pathology or audiology, or to contribute to their world in other ways, all of these graduates carry with them the department's mission of helping all persons become as independent as they can possibly be. The Department of Communication Sciences and Special Education is proud to present first this afternoon several graduates who have earned the degree Master of Education with expertise in special education. Patricia Lynn McNutt. And Rachel Page Esslinger. The department is equally proud to present a very large group of students I happen to know who have earned the degree Bachelor of Science in Education with majors in special education or in communication sciences and disorders. Abigail Lois Jackson. Joanna Dawn Malutinok. Lisa Savchenko. Emily Wynn May. Leslie Alden Brandon. Kelly Lynn Shea. Hannah Haley Olive. Kathleen Fields Ward. Eleanor Marie Cray. Maria Lynn Smith. Mary Elizabeth Bird. Kara Marie Riker. Tyler Ann Lohman. Victoria Jane Kennedy. Mary Elizabeth Benefield. Rachel Claire Beatty. Courtney Elizabeth Hicks. Kathleen Louise Lassane. Alexis Elizabeth Messenger. Elizabeth Kathleen Kiernan. Mary Grace Messick. Campbell Lewis Malik. Maggie Marie McNamara. Corey Rebecca Luttrell. Maddie Ellen Malloy. Hannah Lee Fernandez. Lauren Elizabeth Webb. Jenna McCall Williams. Nicole Elizabeth Hewitt. Leanna Tori Ross. Catherine Lee Borkowski. Amanda Marie Fannensteel. Stephanie Victoria Arnett. Kristen Ashley Emmerich. Brittany Paige Bennett. Mary Stewart Bullard. Sherilyn Brooke Kraft. Chelsea Marie Scaturcio. Catherine Tinsey Caldwell. Caitlin Mackenzie Mitchell. Leanne Marie Moss. Nancy Smith Kimbrell. Tamala T. Ward. Erica Lawler Simpson. Stephanie Geneva Gauthier. Allison Reed Christian. Dorothy Eugenia Hillman. Emily Danielle Humke. Lauren Mackenzie Stokes. Annie Elizabeth Bryant. Chelsea Lynn Walker. Martha Banks Fay. Chelsea Elise Tolson. Elizabeth Heather Kwok. Christopher John Garlick. Brooke Caroline Cox. Allison K. Owens. Caitlin Victoria Presnell. Hannah Elizabeth Bailey. Ailish Shannon Noon. Holly Wolford. Kendall Jewel Rowe. Ashley Christine Finch. Shelby Rebecca Myers. Leslie Joe Wall. Rebecca Lee Coyle. Jessica Nicole Whittington. Anne Marie Kern. Jordan Anna Shows. Annabelle Sarah Larkin. Ainsley Nicole Price. Julie Marie Walsh. Brittany Ann Zellner. Jason Daniel Bells. Emily Nicole Conley. Anna Elizabeth Butler. Sydney Caitlin Brooks. Samantha Nicole Greco. Katie Lena Wilkie. Lindsay Claire Garrett. Emily May Vincent. Alexis Carrie McWhorter. Haley Elizabeth Burr. Carrie Ann Reagan. Ashley Lane Priest. Jessica Lynn Gray. And Susan Neri O. Our next graduates have all earned degrees from the Department of Counseling and Human Development Services. Currently ranked number 2 in the country, this department has a rich history of service as a primary state, regional, and national training site for students who then pursue careers in counseling and related educational fields. Graduates from Counseling and Human Development Services have all completed highly rigorous academic programs, and they contribute to their world as counseling psychologists, recreation and leisure studies professionals, school counselors, or college student affairs administrators, among many other ways. We are very pleased this afternoon to recognize several graduates who have earned master's degrees in the Department of Counseling and Human Development Services, some in college student affairs administration, and some in professional counseling. Lauren Elizabeth Blackham. Meredith Ann Bayless. Allison Grace Templeman. And Shanique Joan Lee. The next graduates have all earned degrees from the Department of Educational Theory and Practice. These outstanding graduates are prepared for positions as teachers, teacher leaders, teacher educators, and researchers in early childhood, elementary, middle school, or social studies education. These programs routinely rank among the top 10 in the nation, according to U.S. News and World Report, and all of their graduates share the department's commitment to deepen society's understanding of the issues facing the next generation of learners and their teachers, and to foster equity and social justice in education. The Department of Educational Theory and Practice is proud to present several graduates this afternoon, beginning with one who has earned the degree Specialist in Education with expertise in social studies education. Nicole Shante LeGuens. Next, we recognize those who have earned master's degrees in the department, including in early childhood education, middle school education, or social studies education. The master students. Justin Andrew Rebich. Shifa Okiyai Butts. Kate Williams Hollingsworth. Sarah So-Young Park. Shauna Alyssa Biggs. Joe Veman. Zilong Pan. Ashley Nicole Worrell. Brent David Mayo. Andrew Wayne Winters. Robert Thomas Gervin Jr. Ting Ting Lian. And Chao Chen Lee. And the Department of Educational Theory and Practice is also very proud to present a very large group of graduates who've earned the degree Bachelor of Science in Education, again with expertise in early childhood education, middle school education, or social studies education. Beginning with Kelly Smith McAndrew. Kiana Janae Gerald Funderburk. Akila Young. Emily Victoria Polian. Courtney June Cunningham. Silgi Yu. Consuelo Cervantes Fonseca. Mecca Nyasia Romney. Danielle Simone Wilkerson. Rachel Emily Seiden. Marcy Turner Adams. Ashley Elaine Crummy. Lauren Elizabeth Alexander. Lynn Anna Nguyen. Haley Elizabeth Allen. Charles Hodges. Samantha Bo Lee Steverson. Alyssa Marie Balzer. Mary Mallard Sheets. Meredith Lauren Bauer. Lauren Michelle Stapleton. Allison Carey Turner. Cassandra Renee Eng. Mary Ellen Bryle. I'm sorry, Hillary Ellen Bryle. Milan Raquel Giuliano. Victoria Christian Anderson. Charlotte Ann Prater. Amy Elizabeth Walker. Megan Alexandra Arthur. Shelby Catherine Bentley. Stephanie Marie Smith. Chandler Ann Janice. Amber Diane Schwarzenbach. Tanisha Daisha Benson. Catherine Sarah Berman. Jessie Ray Tench. Candace Elise Boyette. Lauren Elizabeth Wade. Janie Mary Alice Burkhalter. Jennifer Catherine Voiles. Lindsay Karen Price. Gabrielle Mackenzie Kroll. Morgan Elise Morrow. Madison Marie Ivy. Kayla Paige Jones. Holly Gwen Varnador. Caroline Bryant King. Amanda Caroline Allred. Ellen Brooke Saunders. Ashley Noel Newman. Sarah Ann Marie Lovingood. Emily Jordan Thayer. Casey Summer Blanton. Marissa Lee Gonzalez. Lauren Rebecca James. Catherine Nora Foster. Julia Rebecca Thomas. Tomani Lishan Adams. Hannah Filling Eford. Alyssa Nicole Dillon. Lillian Corey Watts. Caitlin Dawn Tinkin. Emily Nora Bradbury. Emily Galloway Sims. Mary Ann Rachel Stack. Morgan Lehue Harvey. Courtney May Kurtz. Imani Lachey Handy. John Samuel O'Brien III. Kaylee Catherine Coppin. Victoria Powell Andrews. Lindsay Ann Hicks. Allie Brooke Medina. Samantha Lynn Hill. Ashley Kate Gibson. Kelsey K. Robers. Emily Marie Lucas. Claudia Lou Penland. Tabitha Patton Walker. Dorianne Murray. Ashley Ann Pluckter. Kelly Elizabeth Branham. Brooke Ann DeVore. Laura Catherine Kinsey. Taylor Harris. Kayla Ann Stamey. Ann Starr Rollin. Emily Ann Houston. Carrie Paige Connor. Brittany Nicole Bird. Erin Margaret Wiederwright. Abigail Rose Murphy. Haley Alexis Hunter. Yes Song Melody Yu. Shelby Lynn Pope. Emily Kate Hall. Elizabeth Diane Baker. Rachel Hope Pelletier. Cassidy Paige Drysdale. Mitchell Keith Williams. Suzette Randolph Coors. Chandler Elizabeth Huddleston. Haley Lauren Ojeda. Harley Layla Aldridge. Megan Marie Flanagan. Kelly Elizabeth Pittner. Samuel Walter Swain. Marcus Anthony Wilson. Treviella Sewell. Amber Marie Harper. Charles Emmanuel King. Sahara Karen Wren. Jasmine Yvonne Lewis. Edgardo Martinez. Laurel Kathleen Christopher. Trent Caleb Newell. Elias Addison Walker. Tommy Kyle Hardy. Lindsay Grace McLean. Caroline Leanne Darnell. Sarah Lynn Upton. Mary Randolph Dovell. Laura Caroline Higgison. Jonathan Michael Radford. Lance Christopher Underwood. Caitlin Elizabeth Ackley. Courtney Michelle Vieira. Erin Elizabeth Hill. And Melissa Ann Etheridge. The next group of graduates have all earned degrees from the Department of Kinesiology. The mission of this department is to enhance health and well-being for people throughout the lifespan through the creation, transmission, and application of knowledge related to physical activity, exercise, and sport. The department's bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs in exercise and sport science, health and physical education, and sport management prepare students for careers as practitioners in allied health fields, in teaching and coaching, and in sport enterprises, and for careers as scholars and researchers in higher education, government, and industry. The Department of Kinesiology is pleased to present several graduates this afternoon, beginning with those who've earned the degree Master of Science, with expertise in kinesiology or in sport management. Maya and Tina Branch. And Ian Michael Carroll. The larger group of students from the Department of Kinesiology is those who have earned the degree Bachelor of Science in Education. They have earned majors in athletic training, exercise and sport science, health and physical education, or sport management. Nathan Donald Jones. Lucas Jeremy Redd. Alex Richard Thomason. Kaylee Michelle Lane. Chelsea Nicole Johnson. Randall Ivan Conley. Lauren Taylor Yarbrough. Caroline Louise Keys. Jason Philip Edwards. Sawyer Adam Dennis. Chandler Brooks Aycock. Rachel Ann Gibson. Emma Shea Ashton. Catherine Markley Jones. Emily Christine Prickett. Mary Knock Tran Wynn. Catherine Lee Shea. Alexander Harrison Risman. Zachary Austin Cooper. Madison Denal Bursich. Joshua Philip Jones. Morgan Ingram. James Wesley Darden. Emma Jordan Smith. Nicole Marie Carroll. Joseph Donald Nieder. Kyle Van Findley. Sarah Beth Swanson. Brittany Lasha Cooper. Brianna Chanel Belsier. Austin Hannon. Spencer Adele Warren. William Paul Wells. Jamie Alyssa Kleinman. Catherine D. Elizabeth Osborne. Andrew Charles Reed. James Judson Bennett. Joshua Gerald Isom. Laura Margaret Giles. Andrea Charlotte Thomas. Aubrey Wynne Burnside. Kenzie Marie Cash. Courtney Lee Thompson. Catherine Elizabeth Herndon. Lindsay Marie Lastinger. Sarah Beth Brooke. Charles Adam Clark. Christopher Thomas Adkins. Christian Netta Smith. Kara Lynn Martin. Curtis Brian Rao. Michael Chase Montague. Brent Miller. Carrie Beatrice Hawkins. Allison Noel Locke. Erin Elizabeth DeFreitas. Morgan Lauriston Moore. Christopher Gunyung Lee. Jang Han Lee. Sarah Virginia Ellison. Catherine Elizabeth Lansing. Ashley Rebecca Baker. Lisa Marie Ortiz. Kimberlyn Jenna Wilson. Cassandra Sue Clendenin. Anna Elizabeth Quinn. Natalie Ann Rowe. Jillian Elise Estes. Ayaka Matsumura. Tanya M. Thomas. Morgan Ashley Mondry. Alexa Ann Dittmar. Brianna Jacqueline Williams. Chezum Chijioke Odogwu. Christopher Scott Bowick. Jonathan Jamai Brown. Elliot Summers Erickson. Robert Alexander Lorador. Chelsea May Powell. Mary Claire Danielle LaHaye. Logan Kenneth Chong. Zachary Kenneth Collett. Philip Scott Sangster. Caleb Lee Ebbets. Burke Russell McCarty. Megan Nicole Leftwich. Holly Elizabeth Richards. Olivia Geneva King. Margaret Jane Machuba. Laura Elizabeth Walker. Jessica Ally Wilson. John Wesley Umstead Huffines Jr. Mallory Rose McQuaig. Jordan Elizabeth Fowler. Derek William Gibbs. Christopher Randall Polasic. Andrew Charles Thompson. Emily Elizabeth Gerald. Alyssa Catherine Janakis. Kayla Diane Williams. Lisa Marie Anthony. Julia Ann Canizero. Hallie Elizabeth Canada. Sarah Elizabeth Armitage. Nathaniel Lawrence Van Dyke. Corey Glenn Campopiano. Taylor Warwick Charles Wheaton. Ajalon Justin Cobb. Raquel Melody Warwick. Sierra D. Thornton. Melanie Alyssa Spillman. Kimberly Jane Pauley. Jeremy Austin Chang. Becca Jordan Brazelton. Sarah Rose Bierenfeld. Caitlin Nicole Corbin. Sabine Schartman. Celia Lauren Boughton. Jordan Dale Casper. Haley Lovin Huskins. Marion Carol Califoot. Megan Christine Southam. Morgan Elizabeth Hatfield. Christopher L. Wyatt. Sean William Horan. Sarah Elise Ellis. Richard Bo Zhao. Isaac Daniel Hawes. And Mark Henry Atwan. Our next graduates have all earned degrees in the Department of Language and Literacy Education. The overall intent of language and literacy education coursework is a focus on sustaining thoughtful and caring literacy instruction in Georgia schools. Students at all levels engage with faculty research on topics including critical literacy, social construction of literacy, situated learning, children's and young adult literature, second language acquisition, foreign language acquisition, discourse analysis, and other research methodologies, and teacher preparation. The Department of Language and Literacy Education first presents those who have earned a master's degree, either in English education or in TESOL and world language education. Chow T. Nok Nguyen. Liun Ho. Kushin Lee. Shell Lang. Lu Jiang. Amber Renee Yarnell. And Tiffany Kai Chu. The Department of Language and Literacy Education is also very proud of graduates who have earned bachelor's degrees, some in English education and some in world language education. Lucy Carolina Romero. Maria Cristina Abrego. Kelly Marie Johns. Lindsay K. Montillon. Abigail Lacey Newton. Danielle May Sullivan. Lisa Louise Coles. Drew Haven Keim. Erin Nicole Andrews. Jane Elizabeth Watley. Caitlin Lee Belton. Olivia Marie Ratz. Erin Lynn Bethay. Tabitha Lynn Colbert. Heather Marie Nelson. Christina Lee Clark. Tiffany Sujung Kim. Anna Alicia Martinez. Kristen Shea Switzig. Elizabeth Reed McLean. Alexandra Elizabeth Pitaluga. Laura Emily Williams. Jack Gordon Eisenman. Matthew Aaron Martin. Gant McLemore Jones. And Brandon Christopher Parham. Next, we recognize graduates from the Department of Lifelong Education, Administration, and Policy. This department contains 3 distinct programs, one in educational administration, one in adult education and organization development, and one in qualitative research methods. The overriding mission of this department is to train professionals who will administer the educational programs of our state, the Southeast, and the nation, based on rigorous evaluative techniques, whether those programs are focused on education for students in kindergarten through the 12th grade, or on continuing education for adults. The Department of Lifelong Education, Administration, and Policy is well represented this afternoon by 2 graduates who have each earned a master's degree in human resource and organizational development. Robert Kyle McLaughlin. Hua Yu. And that brings us to our final group of graduates, who've all earned degrees from the Department of Mathematics and Science Education. These graduates are equipped with the knowledge and skills to be leaders in the areas of instruction, curriculum, assessment, and policy for mathematics and the sciences, and for learners in preschool through college settings. Given the importance of mathematics and science literacy in our society today, the faculty of the department and of the college as a whole look forward to the contributions these professionals will make through their teaching, research, and service. First, we have graduates from the Department of Mathematics and Science Education who have earned master's degrees in mathematics education. Zachary Joseph Kroll. Sarah Elizabeth Irwin. And Laura Marie Gray. And finally, we are very pleased to be able to recognize those who have earned the degree Bachelor of Science in Education with a major in mathematics education or with a major in science education. Rachel Michelle Lehner. Rebecca Jean Rucker. Andrew Murray Peak. John Carey Farine Jr. Russell William Lawless. Catherine Danielle Malden. Carlin Joanna Cantrell. Sarah Catherine Fagan. McKinley Ellen Gropp. Abigail Roth Minor. Amanda Marie Boggs. Natalie Kristen Striner. Taylor Sharon Adams. Morgan Elizabeth Guest. Alexandria Lee Steer. Nicholas Jovan Boone. Carlton Susan Lyde. Ashley Nicole Ratanatwan. Kathleen Ann Stevens. Ashlyn Nicole Bennett. Jared Heath Parnale. Kevin Michael Kotrick Jr. Ashley Lauren Jarrett. Michael Anthony Riccio. Megan Danielle Crenshaw. And Randy Lee Russell.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce our final speaker for the 2015 College of Education Convocation. Our student convocation speaker is Catherine Lee Borkowski. Lee is a communication sciences and special education major and has been designated the College of Education's Outstanding Honors Student. During her time at UGA, Lee has served as the Executive Director of Designated Dogs, a student-run organization providing safe rides for the UGA community, a mentor of the Thomas Lay After School Program, and has been an honors teaching assistant for freshman seminar classes. Lee's drive for academic excellence and public service exemplifies the best of the College of Education. Lee, please come to the podium.
Okay. Good afternoon, students, faculty, staff, families, and friends. And to my fellow graduates of the class of 2015, congratulations. Yeah, yay! So we've made it. We have finally reached the end of the journey that has been our collegiate career so far for some of us. And though we may not have always realized it when we were cramming for a final or trying to reach the final word count on a paper, we've learned quite a lot at our time here in the College of Education. Not only have we learned about our respective academic subjects, but we've learned how to be contributing members of a cohort, how to perform in professional settings, and how our actions can impact the people in the world around us. Growing up as the daughter of a teacher, I saw the impact my mother had on her students. She showed me that a graduate of a college of education wears many hats: teacher, leader, writer, practitioner. Watching the progress that her students make year after year seems to make all the hurdles and stress worth it. My mother showed me what a difference just one educator can make, whether it's teachers, clinicians, scholars, researchers, or counselors. This field, however, is certainly not for the faint of heart. Being an educator requires focus, diligence, and resilience. The work we've done here at the University of Georgia College of Education has undoubtedly prepared us for that. But more important, being a great educator requires passion, which is what has brought us all here in the first place. No matter what field we have chosen, our days will likely be filled with challenges, setbacks, and triumphs. At the end of our longest days, however, it won't be about how much we've made or what we still have to do that matters. Rather, it will be the people we've helped and the progress we've seen that mean most. Tomorrow, when we turn our tassels, we will walk out of Sanford Stadium as alumni of the University of Georgia. Some of us will be entering the workforce, some teaching or volunteering abroad or maybe close by, and others continuing on in their education. Wherever it is you find yourself, I hope that you will remember that this is where you came from. I hope that you will remember all the time you spent at UGA, and I hope you remember the passion that brought you here, the desire to help others, and the desire to make a difference. As graduates of the College of Education, we have a responsibility to leave this place and all places better than we found it. As alumni, we are tasked with the challenge of making sure that we continue to support our college, whether it's through our time, our talents, or our resources. I am honored to be a part of the College of Education's graduating class of 2015, and I cannot wait to see all the good that each of you do. I'm reminded of something a headmaster at a certain favorite wizarding school said of mine. It is our choices that show who we truly are, far more than our abilities. So make the choice to do good and follow your passion. Congratulations again, and thanks.
Thank you, Lee. That was wonderful. Thank you again, families, faculty, and staff. Everyone has many reasons to be proud today and many reasons to celebrate. Graduates, you are now alumni of the College of Education. You are now a member of a community that includes over 60,000 living alumni. Many of these individuals have gone on to great accomplishments and made important contributions to Georgia and the nation. We expect no less from each of you. We look forward in the future to hearing with great pride about the impressive accomplishments and important contributions made by the class of 2015. Audience, it is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2015. All right, everyone, class dismissed.